Don Carpenter on News Talk 1270 KIML.
News Talk 1270 KIML. Don Carpenter Show. And welcome back to the program. It's been so long since we got a chance to talk roller derby, and I'm honored to have in the studio. We have Karma Suture and Cinderella from the Coal Miners' Daughters. Welcome back. I think the last time you guys were in was in October, right before the storm.
Yes, we had to drive through the storm to get here.
Yeah, and all of that for naught because you had to cancel the bout. So it was that was a rough one, but it looks like next weekend should be all right. So we'll keep our fingers crossed for that one. I don't think we're going to get 4 feet of snow again anyway. Well, hopefully.
Yeah, well, they're only coming from Rapid City too, so they're used to this.
Well, okay. Well, so since I mentioned that, why don't we talk about the bout you have coming up first, and we'll get to some of the other stuff. Tell us a little bit about the bout next weekend.
Well, it's called Mardi Brawl, and it's against the Black Hills Roller Derby from Rapid City. Well, actually, kind of Rapid City.
Yeah, it's a league. It's a mixed team of three teams. They have the Madhouse Madams, the Wildfire, and the Revolution team, and they merge together and send their best to come down to bout us.
Well, now if I remember, is this the same team you played at the end of last season?
Yes.
Okay, so it's their that was, I think, their first bout. So
they have quite a few experienced girls, but as a league,
team,
and it was a close one. We took the win, I want to say, by 2 points.
It was
edge of the seat.
I remember because I was there for that one, and it was an exciting bout. Now, I mean, obviously they've had an entire off season to prepare. I mean, are you guys going to be ready for a team that's probably a little bit more gelled this time?
We are definitely ready. They're a fun group of skaters. It's going to be a challenge. A lot of big hitters on the team, great jammers, and we're going to have a blast. Really looking forward to it.
Yeah, it should be a great bout. I mean, I know I'll have to stop by for this one. Now, how's the off season been? I mean, I know it's been, I guess October, end of October, maybe? November. So it's been a few months. I mean, how's the off season been?
The off season, there was quite a few of us. We still continued skating because we're recruiting, and just at once a week through until January. Yeah, we don't really truly have an off season. We love it so much, and then we started up in full swing in January and have been hitting it hard.
Well, and of course you have a couple players that are injured as well, so you're trying to rehab those injuries and get everybody back on the track. The other thing that I thought was really cool, and you kind of got this started at the end of last season, was the Junior Derby. How's that coming along?
The juniors are doing fantastic. We started at we started that this year, and already we have 18 skaters. Still recruiting. We have boys and girls ages. It's co-ed, and between the ages of 8 and 17. And it's just like what you see us play, except there's no hits. It's all positional and incidental hitting that may come through, and they're doing great. We're going to go ahead and promote them at this bout. They're going to put on something for halftime, and we get to meet the juniors, the public does, and they are also running a bake sale there. There's a talented girl that she's going to also be doing charcoal drawings. She's an amazing artist, raising money for their team.
Well, now you mentioned there's no hitting, and I think that's kind of the way a lot of the contact sports for kids are kind of going these days. Now, I mean, how do you? I guess once they get old enough to play, adult derby, they would learn the hitting part. But I mean, is one of those things where does it really change the sport that much? Or I guess at that level, they're probably a little bit quicker anyway.
Well, they are. And if you can imagine, if those of us who are skating had 5 years of derby training before we even went in, or even more. They are still building walls. They're working on footwork, agility, and these kids are the future of derby. They're going to be at a completely different level and growing the sport that you see in the area.
So, and what ages are they again?
They're ages 8 through 17.
And if I remember right, you have them split up into 2 groups so that so that the 17-year-olds aren't skating against the 8-year-olds. That wouldn't be fair.
Well, we're actually, a lot of those, like you see in derby, you see all different sizes. You see small skaters, tall skaters, it's really a great sport for that. Right now that they're mixed, and without the hitting, you kind of take out that 8-year-old versus 17.
Oh, so you didn't split them up?
They're not split. Whenever we grow to be, to have enough, we'll split the ages 8 through 12 and then have the 13 through 17.
Oh, okay. So that was the original plan, but
we're still growing.
Still growing. Well,
it'll happen.
18 skaters is pretty good, though. I mean, that's a full team.
It is.
Some, you got to teach them how to skate too.
Yeah.
So there's a lot of that too, and actually staying up on their feet.
Well, now, I know with the adult skaters, there's actually a program you have to go through before you're qualified. I mean, is it the same kind of thing for junior, or did you have to come up with it on your own?
No, there's actually a Junior Roller Derby Association, which has all of the planning work laid out. And like us, it's safety first. Yes, the women, we play a full contact sport. But if you're not safe, if you don't have your basic skills down and your ability to stop and fall small, you could injure others out on the track. Just, we want to prevent that due to poor gameplay or skating skills. So you go through levels until you're cleared for contact. You have to be stable, safe, have knowledge of the games and the rules.
Yeah, and then you have to be able to do so many laps in certain amount of time, and you have to be in condition to play. So, and I mean, there is a good, and I like that setup. I mean, it's a good system, so it's kind of cool to see that the kids also have that kind of system to keep them safe.
Yeah, and it's also like the adults. I wasn't a skater before roller derby, and I had to learn everything. If you would have thrown me out there and just put me in a pack and started hitting me, I would have broken bones, lots of them, everything.
Well, and I also imagine, I mean, kids learn things so fast.
So fast.
I mean, compared to, I can't even imagine if I even put on a pair of roller skates. I couldn't. I doubt I'd even be able to learn how to skate these days. So
we could teach you.
Well, it's I played hockey. I could ice skate, but I never was good at roller skating. I don't know. I don't know what it was, but.
With that, actually, I went ice skating for my first time. Never have tried it ever. And I got out there, and I was like I'd been doing it for years.
Well, roller skating is harder than ice skating, I'm telling you. Because, for me it was anyway. I mean, although I don't think I've ever tried on, regular skates, I always tried with rollerblades, and they're just not fun.
Well, we always need refs, so.
Well, maybe one of these days. Maybe one of these days. I'd have to get in a lot better shape first. So you also have a fundraiser coming up this weekend as well, right?
Yeah, at Kmart on Saturday from 11 to 1, and there'll be pre-sale tickets there as well.
Bake sale.
Did I say bake sale? Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, you said bake sale, but you'll also be selling pre-sale tickets for the bout as well.
Right. Yep.
And of course, every time you have a bout, it's always for a nonprofit or more than one. I guess there's more than one this time, right?
Yeah, we definitely ever since we've started, we've always given discount tickets at the door for if you bring 2 canned goods, you get $1 off of price, and all of that goes to the Council of Community Service. Another great thing we do is we get custom-made helmet covers that the jammers and the pivots wear, and we do an auction, a raffle on those.
You can say panties; they're helmet panties. You can say that.
I didn't know for PR radio, but we have the helmet panties that that we wear. And this year we are donating 100% of those proceeds to cystic fibrosis, to fight cystic fibrosis. And also $1 of every ticket that we sell is going to Helping Hands out here in the community. They're a great program that is solely run by volunteers that collect gently used food. Oh my.
It's early. It's early.
It is. But, household goods, furniture, clothing, and they dole them out in the community for free. They're an awesome program, a great resource, and we want to help them up with overhead costs.
Yeah, and that's, and I say it every time you guys come in here, but it really is cool that you support so many great nonprofits in the community, and I think that's part of being a part of Derby is just it helps out the community, and you don't see that with every sport.
No, a lot of people don't realize it, but last year we put back $8,000 into local nonprofits and families in need. And then we also piggybacked on with another nonprofit we helped raise $11,000 for a girl who needed a machine in order to come home, some kind of lung device to come home from the hospital.
Yeah, that's just amazing. It really is great. So why don't we plug the bout one? Well, actually, we'll plug the bake sale this weekend. It's going to be at Kmart from 11 to 1, and you also have pre-sale tickets.
Yes.
The bout, let's see, the bout is Mardi Brawl. Are you going to be wearing beads during the bout?
Not during the beads because the refs probably wouldn't let us.
Yeah,
if one of those broke, then it could trip us up.
It's not approved safety equipment. It's Mardi Brawl, Coal Miners' Daughters versus Black Hills Roller Derby. It's going to be at Camplex Central Pavilion. Pre-sale tickets are $8, $10 at the door, and $5 for seniors. Kids 12 and under are free. You get a $1 discount with 2 cans of food. And that goes all to Council of Community Services. If anybody wants to get tickets or if they want to be fresh meat and actually want to skate for you guys, how do they get a hold of you?
Oh, absolutely. You can go ahead and give us a call at 363-COAL. Follow us on Facebook, coalminersdaughters.com. You can email us at daughtersderby@gmail.com as well. And you can always just come to a practice. We have our practice schedule listed at coalminers.com. And they're Tuesdays and Thursdays. The juniors start at 5, and the women and refs start at 6.
So, I mean, and it really is. I mean, I'd imagine it's probably, maybe for some of the parents that their kids might not want to play football or hockey or something like that. It's something a little different.
It's an alternative sport. Yeah. It was really touching. I had a parent say to me that she was so glad that her daughter found a sport like this. She had tried all these other sports, and she loves it, and she feels like she truly fits in. It's amazing.
It's probably cheaper too.
Well, until you get to the part where you get to the skate addiction, then it gets.
Yes, I know that.
But it's also something that you could do together. I mean, moms and daughters or moms and sons could do. I mean, they could both join at the same time and learn together. Yeah,
absolutely. We do have a lot of parents that are on the adult team and their kids help, or parents that will help out with fundraising with their kids and come to practice. Tell you what, the little skaters, it's the cutest thing ever.
Well, and I've gone to the bouts, and you see, I mean, there's all kinds of kids. The kids love it. So
do.
To get them involved with the actual sport, it really is. It's something that's pretty cool. Anybody else you want to thank, or anything you want to plug before we wrap up?
Yeah, we were talking about the Mardi Brawl beads. We are going to be having beads there as well. I want to thank for those 21 and over, Montgomery Bar they'll be providing beer. And we're just looking to raise some money for a great cause and just have some fun and play some roller derby.
Absolutely, and we'll see you guys again next Friday before the bout as well. But Something else?
Oh, yeah, and of course our photographer.
Oh, of course.
Yeah,
At YO Photo.
YO Photo. If you look at him on Facebook, if you follow his page, you can see practice pictures. He's very involved. He's at our practices. He does all of our bout pictures and promotion like that. He has been a fantastic supporter.
And I will say, Derby is not easy to photograph. I've tried. It's not easy.
Well,
you got to be in the right place at the right time.
Yeah, if you just go to follow him on Facebook, then you don't have to take the pictures. He does it for you.
There you go. I want to thank you again, Cinderella and Karma Suture, and we'll see you guys. I don't know if you guys will be in, but somebody will be in.
Yep.
Oh, okay, we'll see you next Friday then.
Thank you so much.
News Talk 1270 KIML.
Your home for the best guests and local talk. Don Carpenter.
On News Talk 1270 KIML. 1270 KIML. 1270 KIML. 1270 KIML.